We are heading to Picnic Steakhouse here in El Salvador. Come on with us and let's get this day started.
Let's get it in.
Yes, this is actually the same day we landed, by the way. So, yeah. But anyway, we're gonna go get the day started again in El Salvador.
A little bit of conversation, a little bit of relaxation. Across the sea, city to city, come par with me. Tell me when you're ready, ready to leave. With my cruising family, across the skies and sea. Come and par with me, yeah. What you waiting for? Just step out that door and explore. Are you ready to par with me and this cruising family? My cruising family.
Quick stop at El Boquerón. Started erupting in June all the way to November. Wow. We made it. Oh. Yeah. Hear my panting? That's me panting. It was a long way up. But there's the crater at El Boquerón. El Boquerón. There's the crater. Wow. Standing darn near in a volcano. All right. Part of why I'm panting like this is there's a lot of walking. Some may say hiking because you're walking up inclines, and where there aren't steps going up and down, there's lots of natural terrain to walk up, down, or across. Added to that is my speed. I generally walk fast, and in this case, because we have a particular plan for Picnic Steakhouse and we're not there yet and are actually behind schedule, I'm hurrying as best I can while also taking in the beauty of El Boquerón because it truly is beautiful here. Well, now, on to Picnic Steakhouse. We're here at the Picnic Steakhouse. At this point, we're about an hour behind schedule for what we had planned for today at the Picnic Steakhouse, and I'm hoping that the photographer and videographer I hired to meet us here hasn't left. My phone has been without Wi-Fi service since leaving the hotel, but I know the tour company and photographer have been in touch, so I'm hoping for the best and heading over to where I think we may find our photographer and videographer. As we entered Picnic Steakhouse, we paid $5 each to have access to this particular area and the activity you're about to see. Watch your head. And we have to complete a waiver, and still no sign of our photographer and videographer, but we're doing it. Yep. The Rainbow Slide, El Salvador. Next, it's Allan's turn, but no one to record him, hence why I wanted a photographer and videographer. Now time to walk back up together. The Rainbow Slide is done, conquered. How you feel, Mr. Daniel?
I'm good.
Are you sure?
That was exciting.
It was good, guys. We have a story about this slide and the plan for today. But I'm catching my breath right now and ducking under bushes to walk back up to the top. We'll tell you the story back at the hotel. are now back in the car on our way from the Rainbow Slide at Picnic Steakhouse into the city, San Salvador, and there's lots of traffic. After a long drive, we've made it to the sites in the city we wanted to see. Palacio Nacional over there and Bibliothèque Nationale over here. We are walking through and appreciating the spaciousness and beauty of this National Library China-aided El Salvadoran building. It's open around the clock, yes, all the time. Who's in his element? Who's in his element? You looking for you? And yes, this is still a library. Our tour guide told us that the children have to actually read a book before they get to play, which is genius. Our AJ loved Pokemon when he was younger. Still does, I believe. Yeah, AJ is into manga. For those of you who don't know, manga are the books that are associated with anime. Oh, cool. China and El Salvador created this bibliothèque. You want us to take a picture here, Al? Huh? Yeah. Let's get a picture. Palacio Nacional. Our tour guide let us know that they are preparing for the inauguration of the president. We are hungry and ready to eat pupusas, El Salvador's national dish. So I'm in El Salvador, and being la Jamaiquina that I am, the Jamaican that I am, I have to try the drink called Jamaica, Jamaica. Alright. It tastes like their rendition of sorrel. It's like a watered down version, for those Jamaicans who know, it's like a watered down version of sorrel. We make this in Jamaica. Yeah. We make this. Let's watch Allan prepare his pupusas. He's adding a pepper sauce after having added the cabbage slaw that is a major part of the national dish. See the big tub of cabbage slaw in the middle of the table? Yes, my picky self is actually about to eat that. But in this case, Allan goes first. El Salvadorians eat this with their hands, but honestly, I'm liking Allan's idea of using a knife and fork here, even though I'm about to dip into the communal cabbage, but knife and fork, here we go. That's why they eat it with their hands, Parque de la Libertad. Ah, Libertad. La Iglesia Rosario. I must say San Salvador is quite bright at night. Reminds me a little bit of New York. Clearly it's not New York, but the lights are lighting. It's now time to leave La Plaza Libertad, San Salvador, and head to our hotel, Garten El Zonte. We are back at Garten El Zonte, El Salvador, our wonderful hotel, for this very quick trip to El Salvador. And I mean very quick trip. I don't think we've told you how quick this trip is, but we have a lot that we want to pack in, a lot that we did pack in. Hopefully you've seen. Not sure how I will edit this vlog because we were also very much intentionally in the moments and so the recording didn't go the way I would generally be recording and rolling like on a cruise and things like that, but hopefully I got enough to share with you what we did today, and hopefully you enjoyed seeing little bits and pieces of El Salvador. I feel like it's really just bits and pieces that we saw. It wasn't a whole lot of in-depth stuff, but we did get to eat pupusas. Pupusas was on my list, top of my list.
Yes.
It's El Salvador's national dish, and it was yummy, and we had 2 different types and all that stuff. But there's much more of a debrief to do. We're not gonna do that on this closeout because we are tired. We do promise to come back tomorrow and talk through more of what we've seen, heard, and experienced here in El Salvador so far. And tomorrow we will have experienced a little bit more. The plan was to enjoy this hotel tomorrow. Of everything for this trip, this hotel is the most expensive part, and still, I mean, at a good price considering, but it's the most expensive part, and we want to make the most of it and enjoy it. And this is just a downtime getaway for both of us to connect more. We need this. You see these bags under my eyes. A lot of it is from lack of sleep. Some of it is just from the world. We need this. We need this, right? I mean, look, we stress each other out sometimes. Let's be real. Anyway, but we do want to close this vlog out and thank you for coming along with us to the Picnic Steakhouse, to El Boquerón, to all the sites that I have been able to edit into this vlog in the city, because we did a city tour today. I did promise when we were walking back up from the Rainbow Slide at the Picnic Steakhouse that we had a story about today's Rainbow Slide plan that I would share with you, but I couldn't share with you at the time because we were huffing and puffing to get back up that hill. But the story, I'll try to make it as concise as possible. I hired a photographer and videographer to get some footage and photos of us at the Rainbow Slide. He was there on time and actually waited for us the entire scheduled time, and we did not get there until after. And that was on us, and that was not intentional. I'll explain. Our flight was delayed, as you would have seen if you saw that part of our content, whether it's in this vlog or the prior one. I'm not sure if I'll have this broken up into 1 or 2 vlogs yet, but we did have a delayed flight from New York to El Salvador today. And because of the delay, I contacted the taxi company that I had booked for the tour for today. And the taxi company, in our contact, once I got to El Salvador, called me and let me know that they had actually talked to the photographer already, and they got it. So I figured that the details of what was going on with the tour, any time changes, was also communicated to the photographer. I didn't contact the photographer myself, and I honestly feel that's where I went wrong, because it was something I intended to do. But once I heard the taxi company was in contact, I just left it alone, because to be honest, the cell service is not the greatest, especially out where we're staying.
That's true.
But in the city center, I don't know if you realized it, in the city we had cell service. But where the Rainbow Slide is, at the Picnic Steakhouse, and here at Garten in El Zonte, the service is not great. And so I had Wi-Fi here at the hotel to be in touch with the taxi company, and then once we clarified that he spoke to the photographer and that the driver would be here or was was close, we just hurried up to get out to the car. And if you remember when we were leaving the hotel and I said where we were going, I did say the Picnic Steakhouse because that was my understanding. But then when we went to El Boquerón first, I was like, look, these guys are talking. So I didn't intercept. I didn't ask any questions.
Yeah, we left it alone.
We left it alone. But, we missed the photographer and videographer. So that was the disappointment. But the good thing is he has offered to do the photo video for us tomorrow. We wanted to just stay at the hotel tomorrow, and we will for the most part. But those photos and videos weren't free, and I want them, even if they were free. I want them, but they're not free either. And he's a great videographer, not photo video guy. I'm delirious and sleepy, y'all, but he's a great photographer and videographer from the work I've seen. And so I'm looking forward to working with him tomorrow and to bringing you that experience. And seeing more of Picnic Steakhouse.
Yes.
Because I think we just did the Rainbow Slide. We just did the Rainbow Slide, and
Rainbow Slide was fun, y'all.
It was really fun. But then when we realized that the whole photo video thing was messed up, I think our spirits took a little
it really did
downturn, and so we didn't even really explore the rest of the Picnic Steakhouse. So tomorrow that'll be on the agenda. And you'll come along, hopefully.
We'll definitely get it in, though.
Yes, and see what else we get into, because it's not just that. All right, we have more planned for this very quick trip to El Salvador, but jam-packed. And we hope that you come along for the ride. great night.
What you waited for? Just step out that door and explore. Are you ready to par with me and this cruising family? My cruising family.